And we are live. You can catch us on Rumble and YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back.
I talked to some real cool
How's
guys
over
outside.
Baz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
Hey, I'm Eddie Millis.
And today we have a very special guest. I'm going to have him introduce himself. So go ahead and introduce yourself to your audience. Tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
What's up? My name's Alex Berto. I'm an MMA fighter.
Get the mic right here, though.
I'm a MMA fighter. My name's Alex Berto.
Where are you from, Alex?
I'm from East LA.
East LA, okay. And Alex just fought in King of the Cage this weekend, KOTC. You want to talk a little bit about your fight? We'll jump into that a little bit.
It was cool, man. I had a blast. You know what I mean? I worked to get there, and it was just cool to be a part of it, man. You know, I'm wearing a King of the Cage shirt right now. I feel proud to wear this shirt, you know? It was cool. I had fun.
Yeah, I think that's great. So tell me, when did you decide that you wanted to move into MMA? Have you been training martial arts all your life?
Nah, I haven't. I just always been a fighter since a little kid and a little knucklehead back then, and I only been training since April.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Wow. And are you at an MMA gym?
Yeah, I fight at a Truce Fight Syndicate.
Okay. Nice. And what do you prefer? You learning the ground? You're learning the ground, right? And stand up.
I need to work on my ground.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Everything actually, but yeah.
That's great. And so, how many days a week are you training right now?
6 days a week.
Okay. And you said you work a job?
Yeah, I work 9 to 5. I work in construction, but mainly framing.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great trade. Yeah. And so, what's the ultimate goal?
To just not be able to work doing framing and just focus and just fighting, where I could put my time in fighting, because I really love it. You know, even if I take like pay cuts, I don't care. I just I love the sport. It's like therapeutic to me.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to win the belt?
I want to fight, bro. Too. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So let's talk about your fight a little bit, because it was a draw, right? And you fought Hartman. What was it? What was his name? First name? Caden Hartman. Caden Hartman. Okay. So the fight, I was commentating.
Did I miss this fight?
Yeah, you were in the back. Yeah, but this was actually an exciting fight.
I want to watch this.
It was an exciting fight. There was a headbutt. So Hartman got a point taken off.
Oh, that was your fight?
That was his fight. Yeah.
Was the headbutt on the ground?
Yeah, it was on the ground.
Yeah.
He was being real passionate. Hartman was being real passionate about. He just got. It's like he saw red, and he just like he went in savage mode.
It's like when you're frustrated. It's one of these frustrated. You know what to do.
Yeah. So he headbutted him, and then he started like yelling like, "I'm gonna fucking."
Wait a minute. He headbutted you on purpose.
Yeah.
And
And the ref was like, "What's up?" And
he should have been DQ'd.
Yeah, well, the ref goes, "Wait a minute, what's this?" Right? He pulls him up, and then he's like, "Dude, we got to take a point. Like, what was that?" So he took a point, and the thing was, Hartman was already doing pretty good. So it was kind of like, what? But I think, dude, I'm serious. It's like he went in savage mode.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. And had I been commentating, I'd look at different. At this level, when you got your first fight, right? It's your first fight. I don't know what Hartman record was, but you have to nip that shit in the bud right away. There's no tolerance for that. Man. You got to learn. You can't headbutt somebody. Headbutts are brutal. And I don't care how much of a savage you think you are or whatever. You've got to control yourself. It's still a sport.
Yes, that's what I was saying even in the commentary.
Respect,
Yeah.
And he had a lot of respect, dude. I was watching the fight, okay, and you were having trouble on the ground. But the whole thing is he had trouble on the ground, but he wasn't like allowing him to get caught.
Right.
But I think he got frustrated. This is what it looked to me. Yeah. He got frustrated, but I think he saw red, where he just that's why he headbutted him. And then even Terry came in there and had to calm him down. So the ref was like telling him to calm his corner was telling him to calm down, and then Terry went in there and like kind of put his hand on like, hey, like relax. He said, I think he said relax, and he was like, it's almost like he finally snapped out of it. He was like, You know what I mean? Like he finally snapped out of it a little
Yeah.
bit. But yeah, so tell the audience what was going through your head at that time.
Man, I don't even care. Fight's a fight, bro. Like, you know,
I love
got
that.
headbutt. I was like, let's rock and roll still. You know, refs talking about 5 minutes. I'm like, nah. You know,
that was early.
giving him
That
some
was
win time. Let's get going. You know what I mean? 5 minutes. What? You know?
Right.
Tying my shoe. You know, like.
Erica Nunez said
Dude,
it was
you got a lot of
it was two
people watching.
headbutts.
Oh, it's two headbutts.
I was just
probably didn't feel it.
scrapping.
You're in
I
the
didn't
mode,
care.
yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
My people were tripping. I was like, who cares? You know, like.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been here before.
There's nothing, you know.
No, that's the attitude to have. Like, really. Like,
but it is a sport, and he needed to calm
There's
down.
rules to it. It's
There was,
rules.
yeah, it
There's
was.
rules to it.
That was it. Was
It's uncalled for.
but it was exciting. Everybody was going crazy outside the ring.
well,
Everybody.
come on, man. What do you think? Like, if I'm coaching at the time,
You would have been-
somebody
oh,
had
he would have
headbutts
been
my
pissed.
fight. Yeah, of course.
Eddie
man.
would have been going crazy on it.
Yeah, then it was, you know, again, it's about respect and a certain
is.
level. It's not like you had Lorenz in here, you know, and you look at some of the other organizations, and too, especially with K1. You know, you're over in Japan, all these fighters are fighting each other. They beat the shit out of each other, and after they're all at the bar drinking
Respectful.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
They're all
respectful.
hanging out. You got to have respect. It's not a gang, if
Yeah.
you will. You know what I mean?
And how was it afterwards? The guys shook hands and everything after. huh?
Yeah, I didn't care. There's no hard feelings, you know.
Yeah.
It's part of the game, and it was a win for me just to see where I was at and know what I got to work on and get better as a fighter, you know.
And you
it's
could
part
ca-
of the process, you know. So
Yeah.
it was cool.
Good.
I you know.
You know what's funny is he got headbutted and everything, and he's still cool about it. He's like, "Hey, it is what it is." But that's cool though because, but you could see that in him though. I'm not gonna lie, Eddie. So when I was watching, because I had to
Yeah.
pay attention, I was commentating.
Right.
So I was paying attention, and he had this like proud look about him, like when he was fighting.
Yeah.
Like okay, I'm here. And even when he was getting all crazy and everything, he still had this look like, okay, I'm still here. Like he wasn't yelling back, nothing. He was just there to fight.
Yeah.
And it was real cool to see, man. I
Yeah.
mean, I really liked that
That's
fight.
something that is not easy, and that's a good character trait to have. Especially you're cool, you let it roll off your shoulder. It's a fight, and you're ready for the next one. And like you continue with that type of attitude, you can go far. What was? Tell me a little bit. What was your childhood like?
Oh man, just it was, you know what I mean, different, you know, just different from like my normal, you know, because I'm still learning about myself and rehabilitating to society.
Right.
But like it's something that I was just born into, bro. Like from generation, great grandma, my mom, my great grandma, my grandma, my mom. You know what I'm saying? We come from like a, you know, gang, you know, background,
Right.
drugs.
Yeah.
You know, type of background and so my normal wasn't normal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like certain things I grew up seeing, other people are like, oh my God, I've never been through that. Oh, what do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, you know, but to get detailed like with it like that, you know, I just certain things I don't know what to say. Certain things, you know, like
Got
I'm
it.
just like, but to let you know, like, you know?
So what are you trying to do with that then? Because it looks like you're like this, right? Like the Hulk. You're focusing your energy now somewhere at an MMA, right?
Yeah.
Is that where you're focusing?
That's what I want to do
yourself?
for the rest of my life. You know, like that's something I want to do. Like, and it's I love it, man. It just helped me. It helped me a lot, like all around. My mental health, man, just being healthy to the lifestyle that I'm used to. You know,
Yeah.
from like having a strict program, a daily routine that's consistent. You know, so that is my. A family friend got me into fighting, which is the owner of True's Fight Syndicate.
Okay.
Anthony Krause, you know.
Yeah, that's great.
So that shut up, fool. You know, it's like come fight. You know, like I got some fighters come box with you. I was like, I'll get there. You know.
Yeah.
I'm all running around. I'm back and forth. You know, to my neighborhood, back over there. Still, you know. Had stuff on me,
Yeah.
you know, like just a little knucklehead, you know, in and out the system, you know. Yeah. So
When's the last time you've been in the system?
Probably like a couple. To be honest with you, a couple months ago, but
Okay.
it was something that, you know what I'm saying, I'm already doing good. I already moved, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
I don't know how, you know, my
Right.
name was in the mix. They come all the way over there.
You just
Right.
got sucked in.
Got sucked
somehow,
in,
yeah.
and they're like, hey, you know, like, You know.
So
like you were saying earlier, you know, about having a good friend and he went about and he got busted.
Yeah.
It was kind of, you know.
Got it. Yep.
So at what point was it? Because you said you started fighting in April.
Yeah.
So at what point before then, or what were you going through? You was like, you know what, I need to change.
I was just tired, bro. Like, it's a lonely lifestyle, man. Like, my great grandma had passed away when I was in prison, and that's why I live with. You know, I got closer to my mom since I've been out here. You know, my mom had me at a young age. She was you know.
Yeah.
She was in the mix too. You know,
Right.
she's a good mom, but she was just young when she had me. We grew up together, type. You know.
Yeah.
Got it.
And so, like, I was just too much to be around. Like, even from my own homeboys, older homies, oh, this little fool's crazy. We didn't get busted kicking it with this guy.
Yeah.
Straight up, you know. Let's just be real. Like,
You're the youngest type.
I
You're
was the
youngest
oldest from my mom, you know.
Okay.
And once I, like, you know, always been alone, bro. Like, just being alone because I was too much to be around. I got tired of that shit. Like, I'm like, man, I got a good heart, you know.
Yeah.
You needed MMA because that shit was there ain't no too
Now
much.
you can fight.
Did your mom come to the fight?
Yeah, my mom was there.
Yeah. What'd she think?
She was just, you know what I'm saying? I kind of believe in, I believe in God and everything, man. And it has to do of, you know what I mean? This is plan, and I believe that, and I have faith in that.
Speak
bro.
on it, dude.
You
For
know what
sure.
I'm saying? And I feel like I give faith to people like me, where I come from, and they see me now, and they trip out like, man, like you know, I got friends and family that's never coming home, that's in system right now, and they see me, and they're like, that's right, like.
You give people hope. You give people hope.
Yeah, I just give them childlike faith, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you said you grew up in that, and like you could actually be the person to change it all, right? That's pretty awesome. You know, you think about it. I mean, you know.
So growing up, you didn't have that person to look up to, or you did, but you still chose to do what you.
My role models were like hustlers and gangsters, bro. Like, you
Yeah, I
know,
feel
like,
it.
I seen the respect they had, you know. I seen the, you know, the Beamers, the Benzes, the Cadillacs. I'm like, damn, you know. I said, like, oh, the homies respect it like that. What he says goes. That's what I want. Like, so, you know, it was kind of like that.
Yeah, now you can get it. Now you can get it legally, and you can help more
Now,
people
yeah.
out doing it while you're
Right.
doing it, and
Yeah,
getting paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of it.
And be on TV
Well,
for the right reason.
For the right
Right.
reason,
Well,
bro.
Yeah.
all that energy, like I feel like when you're like in that gangster life, that MMA will completely pull you out because I honestly feel
it'll
like
humble
MMA,
you, too.
yes, it'll humble you because you know anybody can be better than you just the next day. You know what I
Go
mean?
in there, I went into a gym, I got choked out, put to sleep in jiu-jitsu, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, me never.
These guys came to me, him and his brother, and I had, I have got stories of guys coming in off the street, and I'm like, you want to train? Yeah. And they tell me, I just want to let you know I'm a street fighter. I'm like, all right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, right on. Cool. And then they sleep, and then, but I've seen so many guys that were in the system or that came out and then turned their life around. And that's what I love about MMA because it gives you a chance to get out there, mano a mano, right? And just let out some aggression and train hard and get goals, man. And if your goal, eventually you get your black belt in jiu-jitsu and you just keep training and maybe take a trip to Thailand and train out there and life's good, man. Yeah, life is good. First, I think we, got to go out there and get that belt.
Yeah. For sure.
I see. Hey, check it out. He's wearing the Jackson hat from Jackson Park, and then the chain.
Yeah.
So he got his chain. You know, me and Zach, we were commentating. We're like, "Who's getting the chain? Who's getting the chain?" They both got it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Was it the chain of the?
Yeah, because the winners got the chain, right, and the hat.
cool
They got like a little package, right?
Yeah.
But which was crazy is they both, because it was a draw, so they both them getting the chain and the hat.
That's cool, man. Well deserved.
Yeah,
I
it
wish I
was
would've saw
a
that
cool fight.
Go ahead.
No, well, I wanted to ask. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your game plan when you went in.
I ain't having no game plan, man. Straight up.
What was your coach telling you?
Hands up.
My
Hands
coach
up.
was more nervous, and I was like, man, I'm pumped, man.
He's
Put
like,
in
do this
the
on the
time.
block all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm like, I ain't fearing shit, bro. You bleed just like me. I fear God only, and that's it, man.
Yeah.
Then we trained with my team. We went out there. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we walked away. Win or loss, we walked away with a win just to experience that and see
Where you're at.
we
I love
we
that.
have to work on and how we gonna get better.
Well done, man. I don't hear enough fighters say that. It's not always about the winner or the lose. It's about the journey. and how much you put into it. And if you know, like, again, here's my 100%. If you're training 100%, you're giving 100%, you're eating right, doing all that, win or lose, man.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know that you can lose even when you win.
Yeah,
if when you win and you don't take nothing from it and you didn't learn nothing from it and you just think that you got it all, that's a loss. You know what I mean? Like that's the crazy part.
The way you handled yourself and all that, man. Like regardless, you won that night. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it was a draw or whatever, if he got more points, whatever the case was, how you're handling yourself right now. And how you walked in there, to me, that was a win. I love it. I love the way he's handling himself right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's great.
Would you change or what do you think you need to change or work on from what did you get from the fight?
Bro, I feel like, it was just like an eye-opener, man. Like he was saying, like you got to cut people off that, energy and it could be draining, man. It's like I can't hang around with certain people no more because it's jeopardizing my future and what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't go out with this certain friend. He's going to keep me from making the gym or, he just sacrifices, bro, for the bigger picture. You know what I mean? And just being where I'm at now in life, it just feels good, man, just to do this. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, for people that you know what I'm saying, never took me serious, like, man, this who fighting? Like, nah.
This is great.
Hey, but Eddie, how many people would take a fight like that? He's hardly been training. He just took
April.
it.
But he has what we were talking about earlier. Nowadays, everybody's asking, like, all right, what was your opponent? How many fights? Because I had a guy fight on the card.
How much do they weigh?
What do they weigh and everything? And I'm like, you know what? Just get him a fight. I don't care.
Like you said, they bleed just like you bleed. You know what I mean?
But I got to tell you, and we were talking off air earlier, and I was like, I remember when I was training for my fight, and I was dating somebody at that time, and she would tell me, "Oh, are you going to go train again tonight? You going to go train again?" And I said, "This isn't going to last long, because you met me as a martial artist, I'm training MMA. I'm training, and now you want to try to change my life and what I'm going to do. This isn't going to last long." And it didn't. You do need people around you that have your back, that support you, but respect you enough not to put you in harm's way. And I'm not just talking about physically, I'm talking about emotionally. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, let's go to the bar, let's drink, let's go shoot some pool, nah man, I got fights coming up, I want to do this and that. And at this level, you're like an open book. What a great chance for you to just go to the bar. Nah, I'm going to watch Pride. I'm going to watch UFC. I'm going to watch One. I'm going to watch King of the Cage. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to read Bruce Lee's Tao of JKD or something. Anything that you can do to make yourself that much better accelerates you to the top. And life is short, man. And if you want to get somewhere, you can get there. But you got to cut out all the other BS. Yeah. Just like these bodybuilders that are really serious. What do? They eat and bodybuild.
Mm-hmm. Nothing else.
That's it. And sleep.
Repeat. No plan B.
Yeah. Yep. And if you're not doing that, then someone else is, and that person's going to get better. Yeah. So I got a question for you because this is great. I love Mexican food, man. Don't we all?
Here he goes.
No, I love Mexican food, but how's your diet?
Man, I eat good, man. I eat. I make sure that's a big part of the thing. Like you gotta respect.
You eat clean.
Diet. I do, and I ain't gonna lie. After this fight, I did have a cheat weekend.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
I went to In-N-Out.
Yeah, we were at In-N-Out.
Burger, bro. I ate the steak because the steak was heavy. I couldn't eat the steak. I was sticking to chicken and fish.
Good.
Rice.
Rice.
So the last 2 weeks, cut off the rice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sauna suit. just to make weight.
Nice. How much weight did you have to cut?
Man, if I told you, you probably wouldn't believe me. I lost 13 pounds in a week.
Damn.
And that's because, it was my first time. I hit him up and it's like, hey, they're trying to tell, like, it's his first time fighting. He didn't know how serious his diet was. I'm like, hey, we're not going to make any excuses. I just have faith, prayed on it. And I was like, I'm going to make it. I'm going to do everything. So
did it tire you out at all?
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like,
you'll get there. You'll know eventually.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
So you weigh in. What did you have right away after weigh-in? Besides,
I had a natural light, bro.
Yeah.
I had a natural light. A natural. One of my coaches, he made me a natural Gatorade with electrolytes and
fantastic.
Some bomb stuff. And I pound that. Had a banana with peanut butter. And then I ate Hawaiian barbecue.
Good.
something healthy. You know, I don't want to just go. I'm gonna go eat Jack in the Box. No, we're gonna eat chicken, rice, and some veggies. You know.
Right on.
So we got a lot of people in the chat. I want to get into. You have a lot of people watching you right now, man.
That's great, man.
He has a lot. So say hi to the audience, man.
What up, man? I'll do this for you guys straight up. I can't wait to put on the next show.
This is as big as one of our like DNRs, dude. This is how much people are watching it. So we're gonna start here at the top.
Should we got 24? Yeah.
Yeah. So go here at the top. This dude, you got some fans up here, man.
Man, this should make me want to go run 5 miles.
That's rated.
Let's go. Yeah.
That's Raiden right there.
Let's go.
So we want to say a shout out to Raiden. He's one of the Power Slap guys that came on the show. We appreciate you watching.
And
but
then,
just start going down the list. Go down the list.
You got Erica Nunez is in the chat.
That's my Nina.
Who is this? Easter Deal.
Oh, that's my cousin. Easter Deal.
He's in here. He was talking about the headbutt.
Go ahead and write and just read it. Read it.
He said, "I've been saying it, bro. Headbutted and draw don't make sense. He was getting hands put on him. That's why he was mad. He was mad. He was like, bro, threw the headbutt." But he said there was too.
I give it to the other gym and the other fighter, man. So I love and respect. You know, he's a great on the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a hater to say anything otherwise. You know, we're gonna keep it real and respectful. You know,
I like that. This guy's class act, man.
How to, you know, I come from lifestyles is all about respect, man. And I rep the gym, and we don't get down like that. So we're gonna keep it. You know.
Yeah, I like that. Sure. I like this guy. Keep going.
Is JY? I want to say it said Jessica.
Oh, that's my mom's.
Prayers answer, and then Justin Tovar.
Oh, that's the homie.
RP Gma.
Yo, that's my grandma when I was in prison.
Happy birthday, and then he said, "Happy birthday, Jessica. Go, fat man."
So they call me fat man.
Fat man.
I was a bad little kid. I
Chubby.
was fat. Wait, you ever saw Baby Kids?
Yeah.
All right, imagine that. All right.
Little doughboy.
Little bad little kid with bad mouth all in the mix. Little kids. That's where that name came from.
Okay. Anthony Cruz.
That's the coach, right? That's family right there.
That's
you know
what do you say?
That's the one that put me on and got me where I'm at today.
Right on.
That's what we all owe to. I think that's when you said you were talking about God, and everything. Okay. Anthony Olga Boyle Heights with the 100 emoji.
Oyaga.
Yeah, Oyaga.
Yeah. That's the homie from Roosevelt.
Okay. Who else we got? We got BXZZ.
BXZZ. I had to see.
Any questions? We have any questions?
Any questions?
We have one I like too. Hold on. Go ahead.
I can't see.
Oh, he goes, Jack. What is it? Jacka?
I don't know what you're reading.
He was baptized and saved by Jesus.
Oh, yep.
Jessica. That's Jessica.
Okay.
Jessica. God honored a decision he made one night.
I have a crazy story.
Tell us about that a little bit.
Let's go.
It's just like, well, only a couple months ago, I was still, I was fresh out. Just did like almost 5 years, beat a lot of time.
You did how many?
About 5, like
5 years.
4.5.
So you got out before April?
Prison.
So you got out before April or like last year?
From like 20 years old all the way to like 26, 27.
Okay.
But it was always like I was out for like a 2 months, a month, in and out, until recently. This long as I've been out. MMA kept me out for this long. You know what I mean? With my coach, he literally grabbed me by the hand and made me do everything for the court. Without him, like I wouldn't be here. Like,
That's fantastic, and it's great that you give your coach those accolades
God
because
bless him.
at this level, us coaches, we're coaching, we're not making any money. I know that coaches pay their dues for a long time until you make it, and they trust in the fact that eventually when you make it, you'll take care of them. And that's the tough thing about it. I've been on both sides. I've been with guys that made me a lot of money once they make it, and I've been with guys that you give them everything you got, you feed them and everything, and I think that's great that you give your coach respect, and I would say keep doing it.
Love that. He's like family. He is family.
Put it like this, man. So when I joined the Shark Tank with Eddie, it like toughened me up so crazy mentally. I own this business now that this place is in. I own this. But the thing is, though, it made me so mentally tough that I wasn't afraid of anything because And at the same time, you know not to be stupid either, and think that you could just take anybody on either.
Yeah.
You had to be calculated and everything. Because before I used to think, I can take the world on. Nobody can stop me. Then you go in the Shark Tank. Stop. You know what I mean? Everybody can stop you. There's like so many people. A guy can come in that you never seen before. You think, I'm gonna rock this dude. Nope. Like you're like, how this guy's coming from another gym, whatever, and he's trained him a bunch of times. I never knew. All kinds of stuff happen, right? But that's the thing, man, is your coaches, it's like when you get a coach like Eddie, when you get a coach like your coach that's taking you by the hand and making sure, that's a whole different world, dude. You can conquer the world with guys like that. You know what I mean?
It goes back to what you were saying, your support system, man, like who's really a righteous friend and family that's gonna help you prosper, man. I've been around like some snake ass people.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but
Are you
the
good?
truth, like. And especially being busted a lot, you see people's characters like, griminess, I'm just like, so I'm kind of aware of like who's cool or who's not. Like a real friend, I'm not, I got a fight coming up. Don't invite me to the bar.
Yeah.
Don't try to offer me drugs, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what you got to be careful of, because here's the thing, man.
females too.
Oh,
Yeah, especially,
Come on, man.
especially.
Dude, they're sometimes they're
They
the
worse than the
worst,
homies.
man.
They worse than the homies
Sometimes they're the
sometimes.
worst.
Hey, don't even get me started.
We could have a whole
we got
female
like, oh,
podcast on this way.
But again, I will say this because I said it to you off the air. Anybody that truly loves you and has your back is going to do right by you so you can make it to the top in this business. And that's the same thing with anybody. But you got to watch out for the ones that look at you and act like your friend, but deep down they hate it. They hate you because you're getting the women, because you're fighting, or they hate you because you're doing this and that, or you're getting the accolades because you're out there doing it. And yeah, it's all about a tight circle and surround yourself with the best people possible, because that's what you need moving forward in this business. This is a tough business, but it's doable. And you got the heart, man, and you got a right attitude. And I'm excited to see the next fight.
Yeah, I am too.
I'll be commentating that
somebody,
next fight.
who asked? Somebody asked some.
Dude, you got a lot.
Somebody asked, when is your next fight?
It might be November 17th.
Okay.
I'm not too sure, but from what my coach told me is that he say jump us how high,
Yeah.
like I just rock with whatever coach says. If we doing it, he knows what he's doing. He used to fight too, so it's like. I just do whatever they say. I don't know it all, man. I'm going to listen, be a good student. So you
Right
can
now,
grow,
you
man.
get some fights in. Yeah, get a lot of fights under your belt.
And
Get,
learn.
learn. Like you said, if you need to learn the ground, man, spend that extra time on the ground, learn the basics, and, develop your skill sets. And that's
Janelle
what it's
T
all
said,
about.
proud of you, nephew.
Right on.
She said, yeah.
Thanks. Man, my aunt,
yeah.
I put her through a lot of stuff, too. Like, they should chase me. I just call them running from the police, helicopters out, all that. Hey, come pick me up, all that. Like, I came a long way, man. And like when people see me now, and they hit me up, I give them some type of faith, like that it's never too late. Someone could change, anybody could change,
Yeah.
It's on that person, though.
What was that moment that you just said, you know what, I'm gonna
done.
change? Like what clicked in you?
I was telling you, I was too much to be around. Like, I was always alone. People always like, oh, nobody wants to hang out because I was just a fool, and I gave so much into that to be alone, and it's like, like how you say, like in that lifestyle, I had it, man. I had the fast money, the girls, the material things, the respect, bro, and it's like, just the love, just wasn't there. It was grimy. It was just a grimy game, and I seen it. And I was just like, I almost got out to make my grandma's services, or they almost let me out, and I got caught in the yard with a knife, and I had to go to the SHU, and I had to call my family, and they're all happy. I just got approved for a hardship paper to come out early.
Right.
Judge knows me, it's on file since juvenile that, hey, you live with your grandma, so I had to call home and be like, hey, I got caught, I ain't coming home.
Hurt, huh?
Yes,
Wow.
it hurt, bro.
Hurt.
It hurt, I had to talk to my grandma on her deathbed on the phone. Her little mother to me. And I started thinking about all that, and it made me angry towards, of how much time I wasted, how much time I put in. And to be, everybody's scared to kick it. Everybody's scared to kick it. Like, I'll be like, and then my grandma's house was empty. It was empty. And I was like, man, I'm in the street now. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm done. This is the last loss I take today, you know? I called over here in the desert. It's like, hey, you know, I'm done. Like, you know, like, they came, picked me up. They were like, oh, like, praying for a miracle, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I went out there. It was just hard, man. Patience. I went to a mechanic school trying to better myself. But then I was like, I feel like I'm selling myself short. You know, I feel like there's something else that, you know. And yeah, fighting, man. I always wanted to fight. You know, there was a Muay Thai gym by my child house that I grew up my whole life, and I didn't have the money to afford it. And I remember I tried to go talk to the guy, you know, but he saw me. He's like, this little fool, you know.
Yeah.
I'm all,
Fat man.
yeah, this little fat man, you know,
Yeah.
like, no shirt on the bike. Like, what's up? Hey, I want to come out here to the gym. You know, they're like, yo, it's this much amount. I'm like, man, like, I ain't got it, you know, but I'll put in some work if I got to clean around here or something. Like,
And he said no?
nah, he just, you know, didn't take me serious. But he ended up seeing me years later, like, recently at a tournament for a boxing tournament. And
Yeah.
he tells me, and then he recognized me. He just was like that. Like, you know, I was like, what's up, man? I'm doing it. Like,
Yeah, but you know, that's kind of sad in a sense. Like,
Especially as a kid.
like
just
if
a
you
kid
don't
like
have
that.
the money and you're going through hardship and your family, and this is a chance for a kid to get out there and do martial arts and turn his life around, man. I mean, I would say to any other owners, school owners like myself out there, like, you got guys like that coming into you got to do something for them, because I've had guys like that and they cleaned the gym and they did what they were supposed to, and you give them a chance, and it's like anything, you know. They want to learn something, and you got to give back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all have to give back, and what you can do, I think, is you're giving back already because you're mentoring some of the people. And you said something earlier that really hit me hard, and that we get caught up when we're younger or around the wrong people about the respect thing. It's all about respect. We all want respect, but do we want respect from the right people?
That part.
You know what I mean?
It's all about
It's
like
a tough battle to be. They say the battle to be won is with the man inside.
yeah.
And once you can overcome that, and it sounds to me like, man, you're on a new chapter.
Yeah.
You know?
Big,
You can see it, man.
Mr. Aguirre said, Big Mike said hi.
so what's up?
And then Jessica said, ask him what he did the morning after his fight.
What did I do in the morning? Oh, I went to church.
There you go.
It was a Sunday. We fought on Saturday. I went to church, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I walked in limping with a little shiner.
Yeah.
And there was a lady at the door. She's like, "Oh my!" You know, like, I was who I had a good fight last night. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
You know, I was like, "No, don't worry, it's
Legal.
a professional
Legal.
fight. Like, it was
Yeah.
legally like us."
How cool is that,
Yeah,
man?
you know. I was
Da-
good.
Danny-
So, he still made it to church. Like, oh,
Yeah, Danny's in the chat. He said, let's go, baby. Jeff Bull. That's right. Let's go, fat man.
let's go.
And then Danny, his name is Danny. Danny said, ask him about Pastor Cisco.
Oh, all right, yeah. Okay, see, that's what I was talking about. Like, you know, that's shit I didn't want to talk about. Nah, like, all right, so look, to make a long story short, more or less, you know,
Okay, keep going.
man,
Keep
I
going.
was on the run for some stuff, man. And I was looking at a lot of time, and I just got out, and I was like, man, I ain't trying to get busted, man. Like, I'm riding around with, like, you know, I'm riding around with a rifle, you know, with some heavy stuff, you know,
Okay.
ready to bang. If, you know, I was like, nah, I don't want that to happen. And the more it started happening, you know, I was like, you know, I'm gonna say peace out to my Nino and everybody, pretty much going to do my roundabouts. And he called me. He's like, hey man, like, you know, he's like, so what's the plan? I was like, look, I'm going here. Like, I'm gonna be getting busted anyway. I'm gonna be in my hood. Like, I'm tired, you know. Like, nah, he tripping. You know, he's like, do me a favor. You know, I wasn't, you know, into a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely learning, you know. And he was just like, go away let me hide you for about like a month, 2 months. And I'll get you a lawyer. You know, I'll get you a lawyer. And
Oh, really?
yeah, he's like,
Wow.
you know, and I was like, oh, you know what? Like, you know, all right, you know, like, I don't want to get busted. You know, I know I'm going to need it. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, I was like, all right, you know, the month only, I could do that, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't tell me it was a Victory Outrage home. He didn't tell me it was you know,
like a halfway home type thing?
like
Yeah.
a Christian home.
Yeah.
You know, but they called Ventura to see if there's a bed open. You know, they want to see if the bed was open. The pastor was down the street heading to Ventura. He don't even live I was in Whittier, matter of fact.
Oh,
too.
no kidding,
my
yeah.
uncle has a nice house in Whittier, and he's like, I just got back from a funeral, man. I'm actually headed to Ventura. He called him, he's like, hey, you got a bed open? I need to hire my nephew for a little bit, you know, like straight up. You know?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
And he's like, actually, I'm on my way up there right now. And I was like, trying to make every excuse in the book to not go. Oh, I even got clothes. I was on my way to the hood. I was like, you know, he was just like, nah. And I felt it. I felt like there was a window. There was a time I was at. Everybody gave up at that point. Where like this was just. He's always busted. This is what they're used to, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a backpack full of narcotics and stuff, money, you know, everything, the whole 9 thing, you know, more or less to say, you know.
I know what you mean when you say everything.
This is all allegedly false accusations now.
Yeah, right. Allegedly.
None of this could be So,
We're gonna bleep it out.
yeah. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm on my way right now. So I'm like, oh, I felt it. I just felt it, man. Like I had to go. So I'm like, man, they're all fine. They're all crying. They're praying. You know, the pastor comes up, he sees me giving my stuff up. You know, and he's tripping out like, oh damn. You know, he's like, prays for me, takes me out there. As soon as I get there, I'm about to leave. You know, I'm still, my mind's still, I'm used to doing time. You know, I see people blasted up, right? I'm like, I'm going to get busted. I don't know. Where'd you parole from? Where'd you get out from? You know, are you active, non-active? I was on that tip.
Checking paperwork.
Yeah, I'm on that tip.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn, you know. So I'm just like, all right, I'm on that tip. And he's like, you're tripping, bro. Like, this is the real world. You know, they're not, you know. I'm like, nah. So I get there. There's a guy, you know. He's cool. He removed his tattoos. He's a Christian, man. His name's Mondo. He's pretty cool, man. And I walked in there like, you know, told him who I am, where I'm from, and I was like, pretty much, if you come at me on some non-active, I'm gonna get off on you. Don't you know? So he's like, well, thanks for sharing that. You know, he lets me in. He lets me in because he understands. He's he's been there, done that.
Yeah.
And, so I stay right there, and man, I just like, that's my first encounter, man, and that's what got me.
Did it feel like once you got in there and got in the bed, like, fuck, 1,000 pounds were lifted off of you?
I thought I was low key for a little bit, you know. I was like, it's only a matter of time. You know?
Yeah, right.
So I was right there, and then 2 guys came up to me. They took us to church, and I was like, I called my people, and I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna leave, you know. Like, you know, at least you went, you know. That we give you props for even trying. And some guy comes up to me, you know, older Mexican guy. Some older Mexican guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, little homie, what's up? What's your name? Where you from? I'm from East LA. Whoop, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, he's like, oh, hey, God sent me right here. We didn't know each other. You don't know my story. He's like, I just buried my little homie. Whatever you do, just stay. You know, like he was
great.
He was a knucklehead like you. So God just wanted me to tell you. I was like, trip down on that.
What's his name?
His name was... One of them, I think it was Grumpy.
I'm just wondering if he came to your fight. Like, did you build a relationship?
No.
Oh, okay.
But the pastor, no, they still trip out. You know, I'll call them here and there because I end up leaving.
Oh, okay.
I end up leaving. And I'll call them every now and then. I'll be messed up or something. I was like, hey, man, can you pray for me? You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how it started.
So you said you had your first encounter with God.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Man, it was just, you know, I wasn't ready to change, man. Like, I didn't know the change, you know. I didn't know anything else, so... You know, I took pay cut and everything, like from making fast money to living a certain lifestyle to doing things, you know, differently and just reprogramming, you know, and rehabilitating, you know, little by little. And it was just cool, man. It was just like a little seed that was planted that day. And little by little, you know, it helped me get where I'm at today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it sounds like God started planting seeds, and He even put MMA in your life, and
people too.
Because I mean, with someone like you, I feel like the only cure is MMA. Like, well, God, right? Well, God, number one, obviously, but like when you're like doing things throughout the day, it's like things start wanting to pop up. You know what I mean? But if you're in MMA, it's like, dude, all the fighting you need to do is right there. Well, you know what I mean?
And also, I think talking to you earlier, you realize, like, there's only so many fight leagues. And there's so many people trying to get into King of the Cage. And from all over, from other states, King of the Cage is here in California. So if you want to be a fighter, and it's right in your backyard, you got to be very fortunate.
It was like a month notice we took.
Right.
You know, he told me, like, oh, You know, don't trip. Win or lose, you're gonna find out where you're at. Anyways, that's what you want to do. I'm like, yeah, all right, but I ain't trying to lose either. You know, what's up, though? Let's get to work.
Yeah, you're in a good spot, man. So would you say then you're good now? You still struggle, or you good?
The process now, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing a lot better now. You know, even when I started training, I was a struggle. You know, like with little stuff. Sometimes I'll drink, and then you know, like I want to go back. And then just when I got busted probably a couple months ago, and it was just a reminder. I felt like it was God. Like, look, man, you're right here. This is where you came from, bro. Like, your life could really change, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I felt like I didn't want that, bro. Like, I should be like, I should think I could fight and still go to my hood and be like, "What's up, kick it," you know. But then it's like, no, you can't, dude, because you're gonna injure. But the next thing I'm right around with a gun. Next time we're kicking with the homies. It's like, no, we're not doing that.
Or somebody taking it from you. You already know how haters are.
Dude, you're on a journey.
Yeah, you can't surround yourself with people. You know what I mean? Once it's a little bit of cancer, it spreads. It doesn't stay in one place. It spreads. You know what I mean? And most entertainers, rappers, where do they always die at?
The streets.
In the hood. They always go back to their hood. They don't need to. Nips, he went back to his hood.
And I don't want to mention names, but look at my boy. We talked off camera. Yeah. He did it, man. He became the champ,
dude. Yeah,
and
one badass dude.
Decision, bro.
He came from the hood and all that, changed his whole life around, and became a champion. And then
he went back,
made a bad decision.
Bro, so
and you can't. I tell everybody, man, there's two things in life. You wake up in the morning, ask yourself these questions: do I care or am I careless? If you care, you'll do the right thing. If you're careless, you won't. And God, man, it kills me because I've seen a lot of people that had a lot of promise that could make it and made bad decisions. And even if we're not trying to be the world champion in a fight or whatever, or you want to have the best podcast in the world, or we want to do whatever we want, we got to make the right decisions.
Yeah.
You know, we have to make the right decisions in life, and that's something that we need to share with those that might not have clarity, you know?
Well, why don't you do this? Why don't you look at the camera and you tell the camera, like, tell the people that are in the hood like you, doing all this stuff, that there's another way.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? One thing that helped me, bro, is, like, don't ever feel like it's too late. You know what I'm saying? I know how it feels to say, hey, you're going to do good. And you have a history of messing up, so it's hard to then believe you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take time for someone to see the new you. They still see the old you. Like, don't worry, I'm going to do good. And it's like, I heard this one before. I know how it is not to be believing in. You know what I'm saying? So, I say God, bro, like, you know, that helped me. You know, give him a chance. You know, my life's been good since, you know. So, just, you know, just try it out, man.
Well, it's wild because it's like you go to God. Then from there, you went to the school that you're trained at with the coach, and then from there you're in King of the Cage.
Yeah,
like, dude, that's big. That's a massive step.
And you had a great fight, from what I hear.
Yeah, and you had a huge leap, and you handled yourself like a class act, dude. That's what's dope, dude. That's what I like. And like now meeting you, I'm like, dang, this is a really dope.
You know, I tell you the truth, man. I don't go to a lot of gyms, but Coach, you're listening. I want to come out, man, and check out the gym. You know,
check it out, man.
And maybe
what's your coach's name?
It's Anthony. Right?
Yeah.
Anthony. What's the name of the gym again?
Truth Fight Syndicate.
And what city is that in?
In Yucca Valley.
Yucca Valley.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Yucca Valley.
It's by it's like going towards 29 Palms, right by Joshua Tree.
So it's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah,
it's a
How long does it take to get here?
Like an hour and 30.
Oh, all right, Coach. Now listen. Now I'm gonna have to go out to the casino first. But that's great, man. That's great that you got a good gym out there. And we got to go check it out sometime.
Yeah, we do. So what's next for you? What do you want next for you?
I just want to improve as a fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? And just continue to get better and just rep my gym, man, and put him on the map because I'm forever grateful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm that's how I was brought up, you know, loyal to the soil. You know, we're going to ride till the wheels fall off type. You know? And, so I'm very grateful. And just to do that for them, it just means a lot to me, bro. Like,
you got a good attitude, man.
To be a part of it, to wrap this shirt. I remember being a kid watching this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And And just to have this shirt on and this hat and this chain, I'm very grateful and thankful, man. And it feels good to just be a part of this. Thank you guys for having me.
You want the good news? You
What's
got
up?
3 more guys in your corner right here.
hell
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The next
so-
fight, let us know when that next fight is when you get the for sure
Oh,
date.
we'll be there.
We'll be there anyway.
I know a few people.
Yeah.
I'll tell him like, bro, I want to like I don't want to work, bro, and just like focus in my. I know like even if I'm not making money like that, I'm cool like training, bro. I'm happy, you know, because I know in the long run we're going somewhere.
You can do both, though. You know, just get up a work-life balance. What you said, what you're doing, your framing and everything. That's a great trade, and you know, have a good work-life balance, because I think sometimes too is that we go full steam on MMA and I God knows, because I've been doing martial arts since I was 8. But you need that little balance. You need 1 or 2 days, you know, to do something else, free up your brain a little bit, rest that body, because it's not an easy sport.
Yeah, but he looks like he's on a mission right now. He's just like rah right now. Huh?
I mean, we're all
He's
pumped
ready to
up.
fight
Every time
tomorrow.
King of the
Yeah,
Cage
bro.
does an event, we're like, when's the next one?
Yeah.
You know, because it's a big celebration of what we do. You know.
Do you have another fight in mind? Is there anything coming up? Have
I
they
don't
talked
care,
to?
man. I'll take off age, bro. Just for King of the Cage, bro. Not even to come off like that, but you know, to just get better, man, and just to learn and grow as a fighter, bro. Like, you know. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, Brian's a good guy, the matchmaker. He's a great guy. I've known him for a long time. I used to train. But the whole organization, Terry and everything, Terry really cares about the fighters and the organization. And I'm excited, man, because King of the Cage is supposed to go to the Philippines, too.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
You could be going all
Sick,
over the
bro.
place.
You
man.
never
I'll
know.
be down, bro. King
Yeah.
of the Cage all day.
Terry came in here on an interview.
That's how we got a part of it. It's the owner, the white guy, the white guy with the gray
I
hair.
ain't seen him.
He started He started King of the Cage with him.
yeah.
That was cool. When he was asking me, he was like, "Oh, about the headbutt." I was like, "I don't even care, man." How the crowd liked the fight. And they're like, "Yeah, they loved it." I'm like, that's all that matters. I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know,
you'll be back for sure in the next one.
Yeah, we love it, man. So, dude, we had like 60 people watching.
That's fantastic.
Like this was you got a lot of people in the chat. We'll read the chat off real quick because we're running out of time. We'll read the chat off a little bit, and then we'll close.
All right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Danny said next time he has an interview that chain's gonna be gold.
I don't believe shit.
Right.
Dude, your chat's going crazy.
Man,
it's like nonstop.
It's so much. Was it IKXO? The most humbling interview. It shows he's lived and learned. May God continue to bless your journey.
Right
you
on.
have purpose.
Thank you. Amen.
You have purpose, and we are all here for you. And it's yet to come. Congratulations, Fat Man.
Thank you.
Let me just show you, man. Like you got to see, like,
gotta scroll it.
You got. This is how much people are in your corner, dude. Look at this.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you right
That's
now,
cool.
like low key, you kind of beat our record for a live watch.
Damn.
You had
You're the
that
most,
many
yeah.
people watching.
That shit makes me want to go work out right now. I swear.
Like, dude,
I'm not even lying, man.
Run back to Yucca.
Yeah,
did.
yeah, hey.
you beat our
Forrest
record.
Gump.
David Coggers.
You beat our record of how many people watch us live
That's
right now,
cool.
and that
Let's
is
keep
badass.
it going, man.
dude.
Let's bump it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we definitely gonna have to do this
Fight
again,
going.
man.
Keep in
Yeah,
touch.
sky's
Keep
the
in
limit.
touch. Keep in
Absolutely.
touch.
So one last thing. What do you want to tell the audience? What's next for you? Or what? Just get advice. Anything. What do you want to tell the
I
audience
just
right
want
now?
to say thank you. You know, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. You know what I'm saying? You guys motivate me, you know, to continue to do what I'm doing right now. And I'm just on a mission, man, to, you know what I mean, just do something that I really love and be a part of, you know, King of the Cage and one of the best fighters, you know what I mean, come out there and just keep putting on for the team and
Right on.
representing. You know, just keep working hard, man. Just keep working hard, keep grinding. You know what I mean? Hope we could learn something from today and grow.
Appreciate it.
God
We
bless
did for sure.
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you for
appreciate
coming on.
you, man.
Thank you guys.
right on. Good
So,
job.
you.
so we're gonna have another episode. Another fighter from King of the Cage will be on next. I just want to tell this dude, Alex, man, thank you for coming on.
Thanks
we
for having
appreciate
me,
you.
bro.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you.
Yeah, we are proud of you, man.
Appreciate you guys.
And if you, our slogan is "Shed the Sheep," so if we could just look at the
On
camera
three.
and say "Shed the Sheep" on 3,
One.
1, 2, 3.
Shed the sheep.
How's over Baz? I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
I'm Eddie Millis.
I'm
and-
Alex Berto.
And thank you for coming on. We are out.
Thanks.
Peace.
We're out. Peace.